jumping 140 feet to see how well she flies. Today, Channel 199 is going to fly a sports car further than a sports car's ever been flown. 110-foot gap. Game on. All right, so quick throwback. The only reason I was able to get the Z06, sell the Z06, buy this car that we used in this episode from Cleetus' Freedom 500 was because I took out the #1 qualifier who likely would have won.
They're in turn number 2, and problems for the leader. DeBerti hooked into the outside wall.
We're here at Brad DeBerti's house, and it's not a Z06, it's not a Corvette, but it's the best consolation prize I have. You qualified pole, you were the class of the field. I definitely did you wrong. Took you out, I did not mean to. I was trying to slide in behind you. I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. Thank you, and have fun.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Hey, how do you feel about your Corvette?
I don't want to talk about it.
Look at it, it's huge. I can't even fit it all in the lens.
This is literally the story of careful what you ask for. We got up here, it was at 70 feet, seemed overly doable.
I asked for 69 feet.
Well, we should have left it.
We built it at 69 feet.
We should have left it there, because now it's about 169 feet, and it's intimidating. A Corvette that's not supposed to, that's supposed to stay low to the ground and go fast.
For the first time, you have a vehicle that has more than enough power to make the jump.
That's the problem. I'm not used to power, I'm used to just stupidity. Well, here's the other thing. Yeah, it's got power, but it's like Cool Runnings. Can lightning run on ice, and can a C8 drive on dirt?
All right, here we have a sports car. Everyone thinks it's got to be a highly modified vehicle to be able to fly. Now this, what's that done to it, Josh?
So this is a C8 Corvette rear engine, and we have done a lot of work. I mean, Nino spray painted this thing, and we put some stickers on it. Besides that, completely bone stock, and we're using the owner's manual to prop up the coffee table. That is it.
I was going to jump the Z06, but this man, Cleetus, every car enthusiast in the world was like, look, you cannot jump that car. Like, he was about to cry.
Yeah, you can't ruin a Z06.
So we built this car jump for my daughter Addie to be able to jump over her mom for Gymkhana. Then we went and we filled up a limo with water. We put Connor Daly in the back and launched the limo.
Horrible idea.
Yeah, well, Pastrana let me use his old truck. We hooked a trailer to it, put Jim York in the trailer.
And jumped that
in the boat. Jim York actually jumped it at 70 feet. We had a little bit bigger at one point for a limo for Gymkhana. BRZ, dude, definitely Pastrana line improving.
How similar do you think the BRZ is to this car? It was rear-wheel drive, it was light. I wasn't there, I was not there for that shoot, but I know that there were some issues with traction. We had 3 of them, 2 didn't make the jump because they ran into the woods because they couldn't keep it straight. Is that going to be a similar story with this today?
So this is going to be way worse. And honestly, getting all jokes aside,
sorry, Jim.
We had the jump at 55 feet because that's as fast as we could come through the woods to hit the jump. So imagine that you're coming down a dirt road, no traction, completely sideways. Mile per hour gauge is going 140, whatever the tire speed is. So there's almost no way to know exactly how fast you're going. Just because it has the power to do it doesn't mean that you're able to put the power down.
Yeah.
And when he hits the takeoff, it's going to bottom out. So if it bottoms, he might lose 10 mile an hour right there. Or if he prepares for that and gives it throttle, cover your ears, Jim. If he gives it gas and it doesn't bottom or slow him down, he could actually accelerate like Street Bike Tommy did on this Gixxer. Jim, and another thing, he's never really hit a jump where he couldn't go too far.
Yeah.
So if he hits the gas really hard, expecting it to bottom out on the takeoff and lose speed, and it grabs traction, he could go, 200 feet, way too far. Or if it loses traction, he could do the first 360. And by the way, if Jim doesn't do a 360 here and beat me to it, 1 million subscribers, and we will go ahead and try another 360. So if this one doesn't go horribly wrong, right, mess up in reverse, my dad always says, maybe hit that subscribe button.
the elusive 360. He's gonna do it. One of these days. We just need you guys to subscribe.
That's
How
it.
fast did it say it was going?
58.
68 or 58?
58. You were
Hey.
maxed out?
It says 68 there.
Shit.
It was like 110 feet.
Only 160 feet.
No, no, 98 is from lip to lip.
With a knuckle at 120.
Was it? I thought you said 98.
98 was the old one.
edge. We
Ben
were
Reynolds
yelling
did.
at each other, so I didn't understand. I thought it was 98 from the
Well, the
lip
best
to
part
lip.
is we could hear you perfectly, and we just were kind of screwing with you.
I don't like my friends.
So that was 60. It said 68, but it told me 58. Because the 5 and the 6 don't.
Because it's got that little dash out of it. Well, you definitely
Yeah, the
did
little,
go 80, so.
the dash. That makes sense. If the dash is out, then it'd be 68.
Boy, that was too fast that time.
Didn't seem that fast. You
No, that would break the car off pretty good.
okay?
Not you would be fine. It's just the car would. I don't want the car to break. I mean,
Why you
We
letting me
can't
drive
afford for the car to break.
yeah, we're on a budget.
it? I should not be driving.
Falling on a budget.
It feels pretty good. It still looks like it has a little bit of a G out there. I just really want to see what a 4-wheel vehicle does. Felt good to me sitting down. Pretty narrow landing. You got a little bit more on the left than the right.
Hey, we're trying to land chicane. We needed one. It's just on the wrong side.
Before tomorrow, Hubert, or before Jim jumps, we're gonna need this smoother. There's a couple pretty big jumps still coming down the runway.
You sure you're straight?
It's not very straight. The issue is the landing is offset, which is quite interesting. So,
Is it? Just a
Hubert
bit?
built a hell of a lip. That's my mark of do not go past.
What happens if you go past it?
I don't know. Don't want to find out either.
What we need today is to make sure that that vehicle flies well.
Here we go. Here we go.
I can't. Wow, that's
You need
minimum
that.
speed. Yeah,
No,
that would be
no,
awesome.
that's not minimum. That
No, that's perfect.
Does he know that?
I mean, it's perfect.
20.
8. How fast were you going? Great. I get no info whatsoever.
14. He cleared it by 14.
I was not trying to joke.
Just give him accurate numbers though. I was thinking 15. That's exactly where you want.
What's your speed?
It's 70 on the money.
You cleared it exactly perfect.
He's going 5 miles an hour faster
Then what?
than what he just did.
Okay.
The dilation into the gappage, I like it. It's just like, we'll huck it on something and get a little bit more advanced, and then we'll just send it on the car that really shouldn't go for it.
The dilation of the gappage.
That's the
I've
key
never
is to go
said that in my life.
A gappage.
Yep.
No, dilation.
Well, this mimics the exact arc of the car flying.
Okay.
So it's really hard to hit it perfect.
All right, 75.
That's where I like
That was beautiful. That was amazing.
You want to ride passenger?
But you jump bikes every day. This is a massive jump for a motorcycle, much less a car.
Yeah,
And,
I agree.
And kids at home, if you can see it, it's not the jump that I'm even worried about. It's the fact that the run-in has just a big swoop, and I wish we could just hit it at 88 miles an hour and just do a Back to the Future thing in a DeLorean. But we already bought the Corvette.
Oh, we should jump a DeLorean next.
Yeah,
I
88
agree.
miles an hour.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
You're gonna see some serious.
This is how this comes together. But I will
When
say,
you get knocked out, you go back in time mentally.
the jump, it looks so much bigger than it does on camera. But the fact that you're coming in, like, and I'm not trying to be negative, cover Jim's ears, but like so much can go wrong in that last.
Nope. So we're doing speed tests. I think I'll probably have to jump it a few more times in this because this is lining up exactly. Banks said he was hitting it at 70, but we didn't have a GoPro in the vehicle. I was hitting it at 64 to the sweet spot on the dirt bike. it said on that he was hitting at 64, but on his speedo he said he was hitting at 70 to 75. But if that speedo matches this speedo and the bike and the car jump at the same, which they always do, 75 would probably be another moment. So we're gonna triple confirm today. We held 67 for a bit. What did it say? Sorry, I'm deaf.
You're between 64 and 65.
Yeah.
That feels so fast.
That number there at 64 was a sweet spot. At 66 was still good, and I know that I hit it at 69.
Nice.
And that was going to be an impact. So when you come up, see if that number, Josh, if you get in with him, just film that. So come over that hill fast and pick a number, whatever that is, and we'll see what that is to here. So you just try to hold that for like a second or two when you come over the hill. This is the best road that we can get, that we're kind of not going to get a ticket, and it's got a zigzag chicane over the top, so we'll see how he takes it. Take it faster.
You got 60.
Yeah, it said 60 on here too. I want to see you come over that hill faster. How's this going to help? It won't.
So speed run number 2. Trav requested a little bit more speed on the top of the hill.
We saw it blip 72 for like a...
Okay, yeah, we're actually pretty active then.
Okay.
I hit 77.
So then this is really f***ing simple, because 64, greasing it. 63, yeah, probably taking the front end off. 66 is where you guys thought it was perfect. And 69, it's gonna bend in half and flip over.
Cool.
Yeah.
You want me to write that down and just put a little sticky note?
No, we put 69 right here.
This is a private road we have closed off for the day. That built so fast coming over that hill, and this is asphalt. And I've had my seatbelt on. It's gonna be a good time. Through the woods. Glad it's not me. I'm gonna get out of this thing.
You should be up to your speed fairly early. You know what I mean? Like, and you're gonna be able to, like, I wouldn't say lift, but figure out what it's doing not spinning. Yeah. And make sure that you're, like, it doesn't drop a huge number. You know, I think you're gonna be pretty good.
This is actually kind of terrifying. I've never had a car with too much power. I've always just been able to pin it.
Yeah, and to... Yeah, you're right.
Motivational speed. Right up that ramp, and all you see is Jesus air. I mean, it's not, you can't do it. Where is he? What? This is it. What? You got any phone calls? Make them now. You're done. Jeez, man. From the side?
Is this a
from the
motivational speech or pep talk, or what do we got?
This is your sign me up for heaven or hell thing. You better up and repent or something. I got my bet in. No. Is there a dead board? I want to get in.
I hope I'm still laughing later.
Holy
oh, thank you for the
That's my dad. You're still gonna watch?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go. Good luck, sir.
Loves a train wreck.
So, this is a world's first. We're giving out an orange hat before the actual stunt. Pass or fail, I'm pretty sure this is medevac or world's first. Either way, it's world's first of flying sports car further than anyone's flown a sports car before.
Let's hope it's not the second part of that, and we just get to have the world's first.
You're gonna live forever, according to your hat. You should probably run both of these hats because you're gonna need that. And back to you in the studio.
Oh, I just got excited. It made it back way better than any limo I've ever driven back here. Granted, we actually did some work to smooth down the trail a touch.
A lot goes into making a stunt successful. Trying to make it as safe as possible. We've been out here for the last week dealing with rain, drainage, pipes, Kubotas, making the final steps right now, trying to line up the field goals. We wouldn't be doing it without Brunt boots, Brunt pants. Brunt workwear is the absolute best. It's built Brunt tough, and I tell you what, comfortable, made to last. All right, it's pretty much 110 to the nose, give or take. It's a round landing, so between 109 and 111, and then about 130 to the poles. Should be the kind of the sweet spot there. So we'll go clarify the one clerical error we have right now, and hopefully nail this spot on in one take, because that's all we get with the sports car.
I'm glad we made the tunnel wider by just putting a lip on it.
Now for sure I'll
The real GoPro is going to be, yeah, if you go left, it's going to catch, flip, probably do a full barrel roll and drive out of it. Yeah, you can't see the takeoff till way back here. I don't know if like cameras don't do this justice of how tall this is, but we've got 10-foot tall flags. Yeah, we can't see shit. Travis just eyeing it up right now. All right, so might not use this, but doing a test run in the Can-Am to get the speed correct. Nice.
Oh my gosh!
He was right.
Oh. So was you just trying to go as slow as you could? Oh, my confidence is through the roof right now.
That was minimum.
No, that was less than minimum. Banks was so right. All right, so it's wild. For whatever reason, it's not tracking the same as the... How are we looking on the front?
Hope I do better than that. Because in a Corvette, that's a whole front end and somersaults. That's not a suspension soaking that up and driving out of it. That's not what I wanted running through my head. Thanks for the vote of confidence, kid.
That was it. You found it.
As low as you can go.
68. All right.
Does he know how fast he was going though? So we know that was the bare minimum. Josh recording. Okay.
Who just told him that was it? That was not it. They cased it.
No, that was the bare minimum.
That's bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
You gotta find that bare minimum.
Apparently.
Usually we just guess about the bare minimum. We guess for that. We got conclusive results. That's bare minimum.
Yep, he found it.
That was not a good idea.
68.
Is that what it was?
I think
But
that's
why
what he
is
said.
it roughly? Why can't we have exact numbers?
Well, I can't see the speedometer from here.
Josh is recording it.
That was way better.
Now that's what you need to go. And there's probably only 3 mile an hour difference, really.
Yeah, but that is gonna fly different than that.
No, it'll fly the same. It'll be very, very close.
First wasn't filming, we got to do it again.
He told me to film it
He got scared on the first one. He wasn't filming the second one. We got to jump it again.
We'll be back.
It looked about 73.
That was perfect.
I mean, 73 is on your long end. 68 is definitely not fast enough. That would have been very bad in the vent. Like when I say bad, I mean like orange hat bad.
That's the one.
Flies as good as it can fly.
Yeah.
I almost think Jim should jump in the Can-Am.
First.
At least ride with him.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Just to feel it. He says he's not a big run-in guy.
Jim's jumped before.
Well, the running
He's a show pony.
The running doesn't look the best.
Do we have any really dry dirt? Like dry.
You don't have all that dirt you've been keeping like covered in the shed?
I've got some in my pocket.
Well, I'm just saying, like maybe the top of the hill or something. So it's got a little bit of ruts at the bottom, which doesn't really matter on the Can-Am. But if it's soft and he drags, like that's kind of an issue. Also, I think we take an extra half hour right now, and you widen up that, because if he's coming and just sliding and not in control, that landing.
The left side of it.
Sorry, I almost killed you, Josh.
This
But
is the most quiet Josh has ever been.
Dude,
seriously. He has not said a word since you've come back.
I've never actually seen that. That's a good catch there, Pastrana. We were about this far. I mean, within 6 inches lower. No, of just a 70 mile an hour, just north, south, east, west crash.
Everything, just the landing, everything just goes. It's so fast. Like you get a split second. I didn't even see the flags. I couldn't see them. So he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna do a test run solo." I was like, "No, Trav, I'll ride with you." He's like, "Okay, I trust you, Travis." We almost shorted that.
Oh no, we did short it.
You did.
We shorted the crap out of it.
And you could hear me in the video go, and it knocked the wind out of me.
This is something that's really interesting, and it's what I noticed. So, like Leah Pruitt, Tony Stewart, we were doing, I did a drag race run, and when I hit the gas, I was like, I don't feel out of control, but my brain's not processing fast enough. By the time I make an input in the top fuel dragster, it was so late. Like that input already needed to be happening a long time ago. So when you have someone that doesn't drive these through the woods at 70 miles an hour, you're trying to hit your line, and while you're trying to keep the vehicle straight and hit the line, and that's a really narrow landing at, like, literally we're going over 70 miles an hour.
73.
In a very, very narrow wooded trail where it's not like gripping, it's not like going down the freeway, and you got to hit exactly this line, and you got to look up to see where that is with these flagpoles. So if you're not used to processing all of this information, there's no way you're going to look up and get your bearings at the right time to also nail your number within 3 miles an hour. That's a 1.5 miles an hour above and below in a vehicle that if you step on the gas at the bottom, you're going 5 miles an hour faster from the bottom to the top. And if you let off the gas, with as much as soft as it is, you're 5 miles an hour less. So your window of what you have to work with is so finite. And when it goes well, it goes well. But just hearing from Josh, he's like, I never saw.
You can't. And for this is not trash talking, but all the comments like, put me in a car, I'll do it. You won't. And if you do, you're not going to be around to talk about it. Like this
it's safe.
This is serious.
We're fine.
We jump stuff all the time. We were going through, and it was the whole thing was a blur. If this doesn't work, it's really bad. If it does work, well, that's cool, I guess.
So, interestingly enough, like, we built this jump as an exact, like, flight pattern of the vehicle. So Banks was right. It's funny because we've done physics. I mean, I don't know anything about physics, but I know what actually happens. And a dirt bike, a Can-Am, a rally car, a school bus, a semi-truck, they all fly the exact same distance. It does not matter the weight, but around 65 to 70 miles an hour, aerodynamics starts playing a role that exponentially slows down the less aerodynamic vehicles. Obviously, a dirt bike is straight. So, yeah, Banks was right. 69, 70, kind of the speed on this. We were 64 on a dirt bike to get just over the edge. I still think 64 would make it in the vehicles, but 70, 72 is pretty smooth. So we're gonna speed it up a little bit.
Are you certified?
I guess I am now.
All right, we're good. I wanted to make sure it was wide enough. He's got too much to worry about to have to worry about aiming. I feel bad he missed his flight, but wanted to make sure that we did everything we can to make it as safe as we possibly can. So it's quite a bit wider. Yeah. You don't have to be quite so perfect now. Yeah. If you go along, you go along. Car doesn't matter.
I was gonna say, like,
don't worry about the car. Just live. Yeah. Survive. I really think this is going to go very well, and you're going to drive right out of this thing. So, me too. That's about all I got to say about that.
Hey, Trav.
Yes.
I'm not, like, I usually don't do speed runs.
Yep.
But nobody get mad at me if I do a speed run.
You film this? Yeah!
Not gonna lie, that thing, it looks pretty badass going through the woods.
Oh, you don't want to be here?
It looks pretty badass. I don't think it's a good idea.
He's good! Let's
get ready to jump.
Oh, yeah, I guess if he does hit.
I don't know.
On that side? You wanna go on that side? You wanna go this side?
Bye, Duff. Coward.
There's a little bit of a turn at the end, as long as he doesn't.
As long as he doesn't.
As long as he doesn't lose control coming up to the lip, which is very possible. At 70 miles an hour.
Safer on that
This
side.
is definitely a don't
Safer
turn
on that
left.
side, you think?
Don't turn left jump.
I kind of.
We were safe up here.
But we're here now.
Yeah.
And Hubert's still standing over there.
The runway is pointed directly at me for that last hitch to the ramp.
He's got to turn a little. A bunch of mountain goats.
You were the one that told us it was too dangerous over there.
Fixing to go down here.
Watch out if debris is flying your way.
Here he comes! Oh, never mind. See, Hubert, it's safer up here.
He said he wasn't a test run type of guy. But that's two so far.
Let's do this car. Come on, you got it. So I'm so worried for him. If he lands it, if he greases it, oh man! But it's dude, it's so hard. 70 mile an hour through the woods in a vet.
Yes! Yes!
Nope, short. Not bad. I mean, it was short.
Jimmy boy!
He broke my car. I'm having a heart attack.
Dude, he took like a hard right as soon as at the bottom of the takeoff.
Yes! Yes!
Jim, what happened? You were going so fast and it stopped. Did you bottom out?
The whole car drug its ass, and then even with traction control on, it still just lagged the car. So I saw 77 and then 68, and I'm like, oh shit.
Hey, Jim.
Oh, you did great. Sorry.
Come on, guys. Good work.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, the fact that, I mean, look at this. Here, film this right here. You take a supercar and you land short, it's in pretty good shape.
I thought I was going into the face of it.
I didn't think you could get a supercar basically to over 70 miles an hour in a really narrow woods trail in the backyard.
I didn't think you were getting it past the shop.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, that was, I'll definitely not say worst case scenario. That was definitely worked out really well, but taking out straight into the landing. And this thing, what do you think the damage price-wise?
We're just getting it ready to jump. No, take that front bumper off. Get rid of that.
Oh, yeah, how much to just make it jump again?
I don't know, 150 bucks.
Are you serious?
Now we're talking. That's speaking my language. All right, going over the data, I was super disappointed because I know, look, happy Jim's alive, yes, but disappointed because he's at the bottom at 68. Assuming he accelerates on the takeoff, we could have shown that a supercar with acceleration on the lip, just like a dirt bike with acceleration on the lip and acceleration in the air, you can angle the front end to kind of how you want it. Now, if you look at the throttle right here, there's no throttle, and he goes from 68, 67, and right before he takes off, there's a huge drop to 64. As he's compressing, the bottom of the car is dragging. Now, Jim says he was wide open on the gas on the takeoff and the car went dead, which is very possible. Maybe it was a traction control that we didn't account for, or he didn't hit the button. I'm not exactly sure what happened. As you can see what this is going, 58. So obviously decelerating a lot on that takeoff, coming up, a few feet short right here. If that car was in the air, and you can still see there's no throttle. Again, there's this traction control button on, which probably means that he was wide open on the gas, and as he's in the air, the tires are sensing that as it's not accelerating. So if you take a dirt bike or a vehicle, especially one that's high powered as this Corvette, and you get on the gas, it should actually raise the front. I'm gonna trust Jim and think that this traction control is the reason that it didn't fly well. But even with that huge amount of impact, the vehicle still drove back to the house, it still, like, it wasn't even knocked out of alignment. So sorry for the long-winded rant here, but the goal was to prove that you could fly any vehicle completely stock, and if he was accelerating on the takeoff and that front end was able to push through instead of diving off the top, and he was able to accelerate in the air, this car would have flown so well that it wouldn't have had any damage. That thing would have been absolutely spot on perfect. So I still think he proved that we can fly any vehicle. I'm still super proud of Jim. I'm stoked he didn't get hurt. Thank you for watching Channel 199. And I think this is something we have to revisit. And potentially I'll jump in the driver's seat. So we'll see what happens. Until next time. Brad got his bike. Now we're going to go have some fun. I'm going to go win $1 off him. You can check it out on DeBertie's YouTube page. Go there right now. See what happened the rest of the day.
He ain't going to win the $1.
Definitely. It's not a shot. I mean, he doesn't have a shot. Come on, I got this.